Adult ADHD is a condition of the mind. It means that someone is different to other people. This difference starts very early in life. And a way to describe it is that the thinking process is like someone is driving a car and their foot is stuck on the accelerator and the thoughts go around very fast, faster than other people, and also not really on a straight line. The thinking process jumps from topic to topic. And what happens is that people with this condition cannot complete tasks because they start something and then move to something else before they have finished the first. It affects people's conversation, like someone is talking to them and their thinking process is very fast and they jump in and interrupt. And often they annoy other people because they interrupt, but they don't really do it on purpose. Or the thoughts go somewhere else and they're distracted by their own thoughts, so other people think that they're daydreaming, or they are distracted by something else. There's a noise somewhere and they get distracted and they can no longer focus on what the other person is talking about. So it's like the thinking process is on the accelerators going fast and it's not very focused. They can't concentrate very well. It's just going here and there, and of course, it affects what people can do. More severe forms of ADHD, this pattern affects not only their thoughts, but also the way they move. So you can see them moving around, like if they're children, they cannot remain seated, they just climb on the furniture or stand up and move. So it's the way the body moves is on the accelerator, is like moves fast from here to there. They fidget, they move their legs. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. Adult ADHD started in childhood, so it is the same symptoms, the same disorder. Typically, it gets better when people get older. And that's quite naturally. Typically, children have more energy and more hyperactive than the same person as an adult. And in the same way, ADHD symptoms get better. But essentially, it's the same. It's not really different. It's just often less severe in adulthood. The main symptom is that people cannot concentrate very well. So because of the thinking pattern I described earlier, their thoughts cannot focus. They move from one topic to the other. They daydream for any task that requires some sustained mental effort. They cannot do it. They start doing other things. They can't complete their tasks, they miss deadlines, their organization skills are below average, this type of thing. And for some of them that are also hyperactive, they may make impulsive decisions, like they don't like planning very much, they just do what comes to mind. And that can be very frustrating for other people, and so it affects the relationships, or they have trouble remaining seated. They often like sports. They often can be very, very good in sports. I remember I had a patient who was an excellent swimmer. And the second question was if it's a type of autism. No, it's not. Autism is a different type of condition. They're similar in the sense they both start very, very early in life, but autism is very, very different. So in autism, the main thing that happens is that the social skills are below average. People cannot read facial expressions very well. They cannot understand other people's intentions. They cannot recognize their own emotions very well or the emotions of other people. They often say the wrong thing without really having such intention, and they are misunderstood. And they don't even know, maybe other people tell them that wasn't a problem, like, or was it, why was that? So it's very, very different. They do often coexist. So there are people who have both, but they are different conditions. The main treatment for adult ADHD is medication. And in terms of first-line medication, it's what we call stimulants. I could provide brand names, so Concerta is one and Elevance is another. They're both modified release, meaning that the patient needs to only take them once a day in the morning, which is good because people with ADHD often forget to take the medication, so taking once in the morning helps. And what I found, I have a lot of experience in treating adult ADHD, and I find many patients find the tablet very, very helpful, and often they come back to say, well, it's great I discovered I have it because it has made such a positive difference in my life, and suddenly I can complete tasks, I'm not missing deadlines anymore, I'm not anxious about not managing, and they describe that suddenly there's peace in their mind and there isn't this constant chatter and this mind that is hyperactive and jumps from topic to topic, and it's just more peaceful and more functional and more effective. So it depends on the severity. Mild ADHD, some people wouldn't even notice, but severe ADHD has symptoms that make people's lives difficult. So if an adult cannot remain seated or cannot focus on reading a book or reading something that has to read at work, or they are missing appointments all the time, or they're late for events, for meetings with friends, or they're interrupting other people all the time, or they cannot focus on a conversation and they need to be told again and again and again. It's very frustrating for other people. It would affect their relationships, like with family, with their partners, with their friends. Their line manager at work may be very frustrated. They could be misunderstood. They could lose their jobs. They could be anxious all the time because they're not managing very well in life at so many levels. So, and what's really sad I find is that they don't do it on purpose, and they come and tell me, I'm trying to not interrupt. I know about to interrupt, and it still happens, and I just don't know what to do. And what's great there is that I can say, you know what, you have ADHD, here is a tablet, we can fix all this, or at least we can make it so much better by just taking a tablet in the morning. It's almost like magic, and it works very, very well. It's maybe one of the most effective treatments. It works better than antidepressant probably for most people. So it feels great to be treating ADHD because it works.